guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is my pregnancy update for week 24 and 25. I was supposed to do a week 24 pregnancy update video last week, but we've all been so poorly with the most horriblest cold ever, and Eve has not been very well the past couple of days, bless her. So yeah, our household has been full of germs, and yeah, we've just been trying to get back to health, and it's just taken us a little bit of extra time. But without further ado, let's jump into week 24 and week 25 pregnancy update. So first off, I want to do a little update on my birth matters appointment, which is nothing to update you on because they called me a couple of days before my appointment and actually cancelled it. I was so gutted. I was so like trying not to cry. I was really looking forward to the appointment and actually sitting down with the midwife and talking through Aoife's hospital notes and going through what happened step by step and why she was born, the way she was born, and they cancelled it. But I have rearranged it. I've rearranged it for the 1st of April. So I'm just going to hope and pray that that appointment doesn't get cancelled and moved again, because I could really do with it, and it'll give me some, like, a better understanding of what happened and probably make me feel a lot calmer going into this little man's delivery. But yeah, some things are just out of your control and there's nothing that you can do about it. You just have to go with the flow. But I was genuinely upset that they cancelled my appointment and have moved it until April. So moving on to something slightly more positive, we did have little man's scan, and the day before I remember feeling really positive. I just felt genuinely, I just didn't feel worried about the scan, which is so strange to think. I've had 7 weeks of stress and tears and worrying and feeling like he might die because of the Edwards-Down syndrome and all of that. However, we had his scan. His scan was amazing. I've never had a scan that's after 20 weeks, and we had our scan at 25 weeks and 1 day. He looked amazing. He was so clear on screen, and his bubbles have gone. His body has absorbed them, and the genetics. Sonogrammer lady, she was really happy with them, and she actually talked about me in one of her meetings with all of her colleagues, and that was really cool. But yeah, his bubbles have gone. We are so relieved. We actually went out for a curry that evening to celebrate because it was something worth celebrating completely. I've had all this horrible stress for 7 weeks, completely worried that something was wrong and that he was gonna not make it full term, and now all those worries have just disappeared. They've just gone because these bubbles have gone, and it's just the best news that we could have ever received. And if anybody's watching this and they have a baby that's growing and they have bubbles in their brain, please try and not worry. I know that's really not easy to do, but I think that the majority of the bubbles do end up going by a certain week. I think it is week 25. So yeah, if you're watching this and you have been told that your child that's growing has these bubbles too, please just hang in there. It does get better, and just keep having the regular scans or have the amniotic testing to test the genetics. But of course we opted not for that because there is a risk of miscarriage. I think it's 0.01%, so it is like the most minuscule percentage ever. Like, that is a good percentage, but with us coming from a miscarriage so soon and then falling pregnant with this one, we just didn't want to have that. But yeah, if you're watching it, please don't worry. Please just keep positive and know that there's other people out there that know exactly how you feel. On a side note as well, when we were having the scan, because I do have quite a large bump, people have been joking to me that when he's born he's going to be a 10-pounder, and that is exactly what he's going to be at his predicted birth weight, when we were being scanned, she was asking about Aoife's birth weight and everything like that. And yeah, he's looking quite big. I think my app told me that at week 25, a baby is supposed to be £1.1. And on my scan on Thursday at 25 weeks plus 1 day, he was coming in at £2.4. So he's more than an average baby already. That's no wonder I've been having pelvic pain and feeling really massive and feeling him like really low and really heavy, because he's a bigger baby. And what the lady actually said to me after the scan, they take us off into this little room and just talk to us about the scan and what happened. And she says that if you lined up 100 women in a line of their birth weights, going from like really low to really high, I would be number 99, which is scary and worrying. And she said if you put it into perspective, if you put Aoife in that line and she was 7 pounds 14 ounces when she was born, she would be number 42. So yeah, last time I was at the scan I was crying, and this scan I was laughing, because I mean, what can you do? What can you do? There's nothing you can do. It's absolutely fine. It just might put into, what's the word? It just might make me not want to have a natural delivery, because my frame is quite small and I just don't even think I can carry around a 10-pound baby, let alone birth it. So I might just have to opt for a section and just save us all the hassle, because I feel like he might even just get stuck on his way out anyway, if he is that big. So we'll just have to see. We do have an appointment booked with our consultant at the hospital at week 36, which was booked to let them know what I wanted to do for this little man's delivery. However, if they do give us a scan at that appointment and he really is looking like a 10-pounder, I think that I might just say, please just book me in for a planned section. If he comes before then, if my waters go and I go into natural labour, then fair dues. But if he doesn't, I think I'm going to have to book him for a section. Because of the weight of him, I can just feel him so much. He's so heavy, and it really does explain all my pelvic pain that I've been having. Last week was a really bad week for my pelvic pain. We have a shower that's over our bath, and I was really struggling to get my leg over, and I was like, oh, I think I need to maybe book in with the physio. So I've had my physio appointment today, and he was really lovely. He basically says that it's completely normal in pregnancy, especially second pregnancies. He did do a couple of exercises on me and said that I'm really flexible, which I've no idea how, because I feel like I'm 100 years old. But that's really good news, and he's giving me some really gentle exercises to do to try and help. I also lost my stomach muscles basically when I was pregnant with Aoife, because my bump got huge, and instead of them growing outwards like this, they grew outwards like that, and I had a 5 centimetre separation in between my stomach muscles, and it caused a lot of back pain. So much so that the pain just made me want to like throw up. It was horrendous. So the exercises that he's giving me today can also help that. It doesn't make it better, it just slightly helps, and I'm all for that, because the pain back then was so terrible that actually nothing could compare to it. So I'm really looking forward to doing some exercises and just helping my body and trying to strengthen everything up to try and ease my pelvic pain. Little man's kicks have been amazing. Literally, I'm getting like a foot sticking out here, an arm sticking out here. He still loves it when I'm under the duvet. He just comes alive. When I have something sweet, when I'm laid in bed with the duvet on me, he just loves it. I'm still loving cereal. I think 3 times in the last week. I've just not been hungry for my dinner and all I can think about is cereal. So I've been ending up having cereal for my dinner. I have had this book delivered today and I'm really excited to read it. It's been really recommended on Instagram. It's got really great reviews. They talk about hypnobirthing, and it's not being hypnotized, it's just having the understanding of what your body is doing, all the hormones that are changing to try and deliver your baby, and best understanding your body so that you can go with it and feel more calmer. There is also a huge section on cesareans, which is amazing because not every birth is the same, just like not every pregnancy is the same. This pregnancy is harder than what it was with Aoife. Aoife's pregnancy was an absolute breeze and I didn't have any symptoms of any kind. I just had this lovely growing, massive, huge bump. Yeah, I'm really excited to read that, and of course about the cesarean, because it is really daunting, and the cesarean I had with Aoife was horrendous. It was horrible and my recovery was, it's just not even worth thinking about. It was awful. So I'm really excited to read about the cesarean section and see if that could help me if I did go down that route as well, and try and feel calmer and more in control of it. I think that's everything I want to cover for weeks 24 and 25. I feel like I had so much to catch you all up on. So much has happened in these 2 weeks, especially with his scan, my birth matters and his delivery and how heavy he is. So yeah, now I think I'm gonna do some bump shots. Thank you so much for watching my 24 and 25th week pregnancy update. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!